Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Be Weird broadcast. It is sort of cold Montreal day, and we're making some pizza. I hope you're having a very cozy afternoon. And I've been working on this dough for like days now, so I'm super excited. We got the chill music happening. I got a new camera set up. I just got some light veg to chop. The oven's preheating. So yeah, we're gonna have some pizza ready probably in about an hour, I hope. And I'm super excited. I've been looking forward to this pizza like all week. Just gonna shut a window. Okay, so check out this new camera setup. Let's see this. Will make me small. And now we got a close-up of the action. Isn't that nice, chat? And I can move my camera around as I see fit. So there we go. I got my dough over here. I gotta work it. So I just gotta spread this dough around till it fills up the entire pan. And it takes a bit of time, especially as it gets dry. And the dough's like so well fermented that it's nice and stringy. It's got lots of gluten. So it's going to be a really nice and chewy dough. Super tasty. So this is probably my like second last spread before I can start putting in pizza sauce and toppings. And one thing I found with a longer fermentation is that you just get more dough. These are just going to be thicker pizzas. There just seems to be more to go around, which is nice. Now, I guess at some point I should probably learn how to properly turn a pizza so I can get a nice, like this is all uneven and full of personality. And we're doing a bit more lazy of a stream today, a bit more chill. I'm using some pizza sauce left over that I froze from a previous cook, and probably won't go so hard on the toppings. Just in a long week. Might need to add some more oil to this pan. Now what's been occupying my mind is a poetry slam that I'm putting on with the help of lots of lovely poets and people, the Throw Poetry Collective. And it's gonna be a goofy poetry slam in Montreal tomorrow night. I'm just super excited about it. There's a lot of stuff I gotta take care of, but I'm really hoping it's gonna, bring a little something extra. I wonder if anyone's gonna have some pandemic poems. Alright, spread this bad boy out. So it's starting to reach to the edges, but it's very elastic. Like, does not, well, I guess you can kind of see. There you go. Nice close-ups of my hands. I'm definitely enjoying this new camera angle, let me tell you. High definition pizza making. Not that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll let these two rest. Let that gluten relax. Drink some water. Hydration check. gonna do some chopping, so I gotta wash my hands. Wow, I made an incredible pizza sauce. Holy cow. I forgot about that. Okay, so what I need to do, just make sure everything's okay. Ooh, my bit rate is all messed up. I don't think I can change that though. Settings, stream. Yeah, exactly. Can't change when you're live. Dang, oops. Oopsie, or output? Yeah, it won't let me change it. Okay, so that's something I gotta do next time. Hopefully having a broken bitrate isn't like a terrible issue. So, mushrooms. Got some pepperoni. Got some bacon. Mozzarella cheese. What else? Olives. Okay, so we got some toppings out of the fridge. Cool. All right, back to the show. So, let's start with the mushrooms. Now, mushrooms have a lot of water, so I don't want to go too heavy with them. They're all pretty dirty. Just get a little brush. All right, got an apron. Apron time. Okay. Just give these guys a rub. Get rid of any gunk. I'm a bit of a bastard about this process. Some people wash these, but I think it absorbs a bunch of water. Other people tell me I'm crazy. I just rub off the dirt. These guys come pretty clean compared to where they originate. Okay. Knife. Pizza sauce is ready. Just gonna let it cool down. It'd be kind of weird to put hot pizza sauce on the dough. I don't know, there's something about it makes me feel weird. So I wanted to get that done right away just so that it could cool down. Okay, how's that look? Let's see if we can move this around. Like this, right here. Okay, so I guess part of the fun that I get out of this is like, I've gotten to a point where cooking's pretty fun on its own, but now I can think about camera angles and like presentation, optics, entertainment. Should pay attention to what I'm doing, right? Like the shape of these really matters. Don't want any halvesies or any so thin. There's like no point to it. I mean, even that's enough. Holy cow. Mushrooms. Cool. That's honestly, that's enough mushrooms. Okay, that's enough. What's next? Bacon? Prep is not going to take long at all. Holy cow. Got me some sun-dried black olives. I can't stand that stuff in the can that you get in the can. Holy cow. I got really used to this stuff. That's probably enough black olives. Now I'm in no rush because the oven has to preheat for like a solid hour, like 500, 550 if you can push it. My oven can't, unfortunately. And I put on the oven about like half an hour ago, so there's no big rush. So I'm just crushing these olives because it makes it easier to pit them. One at a time, slowly but surely. Okay, chop these up. Some nice olives. Okay, go. Olives are done. We'll probably want some sort of onion. So I'll go get that. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. I guess we'll put some onion on there. I'm kind of fishing for veg. It's not like I'm going to go and put carrot on. And I didn't do groceries, so kind of just working with the leftovers. And I mean, that's kind of the name of the stream, you know? Oh, that's a bit odd. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that recommended bitrate thing is a problem. Just checking up on the stream now. Okay. I mean, things are going through, I guess. I'm just going to carry on as if there's no problem and hope it goes away. Hope I'm not chopping this bacon too small. Alright, there we go. I know some people use like some of that bacon in a can, just like dried bacon, especially for pizza to be cheap, and that's a good way to like save money. I think like just trying to be creative with fresh ingredients is usually a better take. There's a lot of dried food that we eat that isn't necessarily good. Okay, so bacon's done, mushroom, doing like a pretty, I guess a Quebecois. Maybe not, because I'm putting in onion. I should have just did this from the start. I only want like half an onion, I guess. I gotta think carefully about how I cut this onion. I think I'm doing it Chinese style, like for stir fry. So that julienne. Alright. So, I'm just gonna slice it julienne. I'm sure it's gonna be more than enough. Yeah, and that's what we're going after. There we go. Nice little pieces of onion. I'd rather have little thin strips. They're going to cook a bit nicer than like a round, which I guess could also be nice, but I feel like if you sliced it the other way, you just have onion in every single bite. And it might get a little, I don't know. This is a bit more elegant, I think. Okay, just separating them up. There we go. Nice little assortment of onion. Okay, so it's done. Next is cheese. Do we need to bother with these guys? Alright, we are almost done prep. Check on the pizza, just wash my hands again. work this dough. Let's see if we can get you closer. My restream seems to have crashed. Never a good sign. Okay. Push some stuff over. Does that get you closer? Not really, eh? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, stretch dough. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Spread you good. Starting to get the hard part about being an amateur is that these problems emerge that you want to prevent. You know that you're trying to prevent an uneven dough, and when you can't because you don't know what you're doing, you inevitably run into these things like your dough starting to split in certain spots, or like having a hard time filling it all the way across. I don't find it frustrating. I just find it like just a part of learning that is never in the textbook. Okay, get some oil all over this. There you go. Now, if I learned anything, bread and oil are a good mix. Can't be too afraid. Mixing bread and oil. Okay, it's starting to come along. Oh, this guy's so thick. So very thick. So thick. Oh my god. Okay, alright. This is gonna be an interesting one. Try to even that out. One of the reasons I want lots of oil is because when I've gone the other route of just kind of like being a bit stingy, like, oh, oil's bad for you and make me fat, the pizza dough ends up drying out on you. And the time it takes you for you to stretch the dough, prepare your ingredients, warm up your oven, the dough starts, like right now it's starting to happen. This is actually probably the spot in the dough, I wouldn't be surprised, that when it was in its cage, when it was in its fermentation box, it actually exploded out of it earlier today. I put that up on my Twitter account, and this is probably the same part of the dough. It's like expanding beyond. Okay, this is starting to come along, starting to hit the edges. My brother, who I got hooked on these, absolutely hooked on this, he reminded me to put the cheese all the way around to the edges. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to go too heavy, because I think if you put too much, you might get some burnt cheese a bit early. Might sort of burn on you just a moment too early. And that's enough to sort of poison the flavor. Poison it. Okay. These are one more sit. By the time I finish with the matzah, I can spread these out one more time. It should be good to go. All right. really like this brand, Saputo brand. I don't know how well you can see that. It says mozzarellissima. It's a very difficult word to say, but I imagine means mini matza. Here's what this is. It's a little tiny matzo ball. And even this is enough for like 4 pizzas. Costs like $5. So we're looking at like $1 worth of cheese per pizza. Maybe it costs more than $5. Maybe about like $5.99, $6 plus tax. But crazy bang for your buck. Part of me just respects the craft. There we go. Nice curd. Okay. Wait. It's nice and dry. Super dry cheese. Exactly what you want. Nice low moisture. Now I'll probably use almost all of this actually. Not all of it. Not afraid of the cheese. Oh yeah, let's see if Restream is back. Yay, Restream is sort of fixed. Okay. Gone about halfway. I can probably use only half of this. Make some pizza again? Double treat cheese? Spend like $3 in cheese on each pizza. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I think I have enough, but I always find I under cheese things. So maybe let's go for gold. What else can you put shredded matzo in? Maybe I just keep some left over. Well, I don't go too crazy with the veg, so let's go heavy cheese. I'm pretty sure Quebecois cheese, or Quebecois pizza is... Oh, you can see the flag in the reflection, that's funny. We are making a Quebecois pizza in Quebec. Alright, down to the bottom. Last little bits. Oh. Want every last little bit of cheese. Go, just rolling and pushing the pushing the cheese. There we go. All right, the money shot. Here we go. Just make sure this camera's all set up. Well, my chat. Trying to grow my hair out like yours, but my family says it's ugly on me. Any advice? I'm bad with long hair and like what to do with long hair, but I've always grown it out, and then like shaved it all and went bald. And part of the reason I've done this for so many years is just that it keeps me on my toes. Like I'm always seeing a new person kind of thing. And so what I would say is that, like, the thing you want to accomplish there is the self-confidence part, not the, like, you want to just accept that you control your own body, that you can wear your hair how you feel. And if you're trying out a new look, that's up to you. If someone thinks it looks ugly, listen to them. They might have reasonable, fashionable fashion advice, but also don't let it cramp your style, you know, like, you know, do your own thing. But of all things I'm an amateur on, it's hair. But look at that pizza. Oh, look at that matzah. Oh, heck yeah. There we go. So one last spread for the pizza. I gotta find a place to put the cheese. Right there. Okay. So I'm running a bit low on oil here. Oil this up. I'm doing this because, like, I find it dries out and it sticks to my hand and doesn't spread how I want it to. And you know you need it to be moist if it's gonna spread. Okay, what are we talking about here? Hair, eh? Yeah, I actually have been thinking about shaving my head. I've been pretty unhappy with my hair of late. It's COVID hair. It's long because I don't care to style it. Yeah, going to a hairdresser, that's always a good idea. I mean, they're literally professionals, or supposed to be. Experts in the field. You know, some of you don't understand, you just go to someone who's smarter than you. That's what I would do. But I'm just a humble pizza farmer. Alright, stove's starting to shape up. Starting to get to the edges. It's looking fairly even. Having a hard time getting it totally even. Keeps pulling back on me. And this guy looks a lot thinner. I thought I cut the dough like 60-40. Maybe I didn't. Just try to center this camera a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's a nice, beautiful dough. We'll get some more oil on that too. Yeah, I've got like this seam thing happening here. Like a fault line in my pizza. Gotta watch out. Big bubble too. Don't want that. No bubble. No bubbles. No bubbles allowed. Sorry, buddy. Okay, there we go. That's starting to come along. But yeah, welcome to the stream if you're a newcomer. I do this every Saturday. Chill vibes, making good food. I'm just a regular homie. And I found that cooking's really therapeutic. Really makes you feel confident in yourself. And it's not particularly hard to do if you're comfortable with failure. Just gotta be okay with failing every now and again. Because when you succeed and you eat food that's really tasty that you made, yeah, it's fire, it's great. Especially if it's pizza. Pizza dough. Alright, we're really in the last steps here, so I'm gonna try to accelerate this. It's this thinner guy that's a bit more elastic. Having a hard time getting it to stay at the edges. So it might need just a few more minutes. Oh, that's so close. I think the hardest part about making pizza is that there's so many parts where you're like, oh, you're so close to being done. Just, oh, please finish. Oh, God, hurry. Like, it's so hard to be patient. Especially if I've been working this dough for days now. Oh, my God. I remember the first time I did this, I was so confused. I was like, what is going on? Why won't you go to the edges? What's happening? There we go. I'm just trying to speed it up so I'm not swapping the pizza doughs, because I think these are gonna get dressed pretty soon. Dressed for the ball. Okay. There we go. That's pretty much to the edge. It's like you gotta spread it generally, but also specifically. Like, certain points need a bit more care than others, just because they're a bit chunkier. Okay. They're really close to being done. I don't want to get too impatient, so I might let them sit for just a few more minutes. It's not wanting to go that last little inch. I mean, you can see it. It's pulling in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. This plastic's so run down now. Oh geez. I guess I'll look for any other ingredients I can add. So yeah, how's your week been? How's your day been? Hope it's chill vibes. It's been a pretty busy week for me. And it looks like my phone is running out of battery. Even though it's plugged in? Oh no. There we go. Okay. Just checking up on the streams. Cool. Nice. Ooh, I got leftover pesto. I got sun-dried tomatoes. What do you think, chat? Sun-dried tomatoes, pesto, either of those belong? Maybe the sun-dried tomatoes. Dang. Yeah, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel today. Yeah, I think that's everything. We'll just get this going. Focus on cleanup. Alright, right to the edge. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh, this one's really not filling it. At a certain point, you just accept the imperfections. Just go, okay, alright then. Pizza's just gonna be inferior. It's not always a perfect run. It's more about just completing the run. Getting to the bottom of the mountain, as it were. Okay, I mean, these guys are doing okay. It's a big thing of dough. Probably eating the bigger one anyways. And the smaller one's still kind of thin, so it's probably gonna be tasty. But I'd want it to the edge just to make it a bit better. The thinner the dough, the better. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I thought I cut them 60-40, but must not have. This guy's a honker. Real deep dish. Okay, let's get this going. Put on sauce. Okay, there we go. This is a chunky sauce. And because we're going heavy with the cheese and everything, we might go pretty heavy with the sauce too. Just want to use it up. It's really tasty too. Honestly, really happy with how this turned out. I don't even know, I think I made it like forever ago too. Months ago. Alright. Now I think the thing I've done wrong in the past is I didn't put sauce right to the edge, like every little bit of bread. Like as it expands, the sauce gets thinner and thinner, especially around the edges. So you kind of really want to make sure it's sauced up. Stuffs up good. There we go. Just cover that pizza up. There we go. Looking pretty good. And so maybe they'll be a bit misshapen, but I'll do a bit better on the sauce this time. Okay, that's one. Number two. And we're using like up all the sauce, so that's a nice feeling. I feel like I've been economical, worked hard. All right. Nice chunky sauce right to the edges. And then we'll go heavy with the cheese. I'm sure just that alone is going to make this pretty delicious. Cool. You can use up almost all of this. I'm trying to be careful not to get the sauce like past the pizza, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to burn. It's not going to be good. Not a good time. There you go, right to the edges. Lots of it, nice and chunky. Any more I can add? Gratuitous pizza sauce. Oh, that's a bit much. Oh, we'll spread you out. Oh, that's a lot of sauce. Okay, that should be a bit different, at least. Okay, now for cheese. Yeah, baby. The cheese. I'm sure there's too much here. Okay, start in the center. Just roll it out. So I got a nice thick layer. Okay, right to the edges. I hope this looks satisfying. It feels pretty satisfying, I don't know. Not gonna lie. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Number one. Number two. Got a big clump of this. There we go. Mountain of cheese. Okay, looks like there's barely gonna be enough cheese. Oh, jeez. Good thing I didn't skimp. We'll create this nice layer. Nice, thick, even layer. Just kind of roll it out. Make sure it's totally covered. Alright, last little bits. Okay, that's a crazy amount of cheese, I'm gonna be honest. So it's guaranteed to be good. Okay, make sure that's all the way to the edges. Okay. Finish off this pepperoni. Let's make sure this is centered on the camera. Gonna dress these nice and slow. I love me some pepperoni. Now it took me a while, but I used to go from the center to the outside, and now I much prefer to go from the outside to the inside. It's much more satisfying. We'll just do this one real quick. Yeah, pepperoni. Name a more iconic duo than pepperoni and pizza. They are two very different things, but dang, do they ever belong together. Okay, we're gonna finish off this package. We got a bit extra. Okay, that was greasy. Next, mushrooms, I guess. Oh, these are nice and thin. They feel nice and dry too. This is good. Having these nice and thin makes a big difference. Otherwise you get like these big soggy bites of mushroom and it's like, bleh, bleh. No. Okay. Get these mushrooms down. I'm moving a bit slow today, chat. Corn, ham, boiled eggs, or tuna. I'm sorry, Navandin. Not only did I not see you come into the chat, but I haven't come anywhere near to your favorite style of pizza. I'm sorry. It's one of those days when I need comfort food. And corn on my pizza is not comforting, okay? Big, wet, crunching noises. It's supposed to be soft and chewy. Why would you want a big, crunchy noise? Knives out! Knives out! In a video game. No, it's a Quebecois pizza. Again, probably. I was supposed to do something different. Maybe a salad for once. But, things happened. This pizza was supposed to just be between friends, but that fell through. Get this bacon. Ooh, this bacon's nice though. Oh yeah, At least I have cheese on my pizza. I have the basics done. I have my own sauce, my own dough, and mozzarella cheese. If that's not a pizza, then I don't know what is. Italian grandmothers in the chats are just in shambles. So unhappy with me right now. Yeah, my veggies for this pizza are onion and olives. Oh my god. I don't know how to eat healthy. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I had a pretty rough day yesterday. Yeah. Thanks for noticing, but yeah, this was not a fun situation yesterday, so I won't say anything more than that. Other than that, I cut myself, and it's making cooking really slow and annoying. Italian mothers would be mad the moment you step a foot in the kitchen. I have learned from an Italian grandmother, thank you very much. And yes, she was actually pretty annoyed with my presence, I'm going to be honest. She was also not a very good teacher. Incredible chef, but terrible teacher. This is like not the same thing. Okay. Alright. We're heading towards the end. Sounds dramatic, sorry to hear. Yeah, it was definitely pretty dramatic. Yeah, I got a big show tomorrow, so I'm just trying to recuperate, do healthy, comforting things. Like stream and make pizza. And play video games and buy new video games. So many new video games. Not that I've been streaming lately. School's been busy. I got that poetry show I'm trying to get up, which is tomorrow. If you're in Montreal, you want to see a poetry slam, it's tomorrow at Theatre St. Catharines. It's going to be a real fun time. Super excited. Okay, so we got our pizzas. We have 2 pizzas. I think it's time to put them in the oven. There's nothing else that needs doing, eh? I got a couple leftovers here. Let's try to get them all on. There we go. Okay, in the oven you go. That's one. Oh, that hurts. Clumsy in the kitchen, Jack. Yeah. Do actors outside of Germany also have a saying like break a leg? Yep, they sure do. I mean, anyone who's got a connection to Shakespeare says that, basically. That's where it comes from, right? So that's Britain, that's Australia, that's Germany, that's Canada. Maybe, I don't know about France. Okay, I touched the top of the oven with my hand, but I think I didn't burn myself somehow. Pulled it away quick enough. It doesn't seem to hurt too much. There's just a bit of skin that's burnt. Break a leg and neck. I don't know about the neck part. That seems a bit aggressive, don't you think? Oh. Oh wait, what time is it? It's 7:11. So, pizza should be ready in like 20 minutes. Minute. I guess it's time to clean. With extra sauce. Ooh, yeah, it's starting to hurt now. Oh, man. Yeah, I know I'm out of sorts when I start cutting and burning myself in the kitchen. That's how we say it over here. Maybe leg alone wasn't dramatic enough for those theater people. Oh my goodness. I think the reason you said break a leg, what was the reason for it? Didn't that have something to do with like Macbeth or something? People, yeah, I can't remember why you people used to say break a leg. It's such a weird reason. Something to do with Shakespeare. I should know as an English lit nerd, honestly. I got my Band-Aid wet, so it comes off. Not exactly standard literature. You guys don't do Shakespeare? I guess no. You've never read Shakespeare. Oh. Wow. If you get the chance. Shakespeare is awesome. Shakespeare is crazy fun. Ooh, my left hand is not happy right now. Yeah, I think, man, I think I read a Shakespeare play maybe a few years ago, just for pleasure, and it was engrossing. It was really interesting, and, like, there's all sorts of plot twists, and, like, really good, like, jousting, verbal jousting. A lot of sex jokes, depending on the play. German classics, like Goethe and like what else would be a German classic? Like the Brothers Grimm and stuff. I don't know what's German classic, to be honest. You have to learn about. Yeah, Schiller. I read Schiller. I read Goethe. But I did that in university because I'm a nerd. Goethe is awesome. Schiller is also awesome. They're really dense, though. They're insanely dense. You need to read it with people. You can't really do it on your own, I find. Like, holy shit. So, like, need a textbook beside you. But yeah, Schiller did this one play that was fantastic, and it was, like, God, I was imagining like these two queens of England, Queen of Mary and Queen of Scots, I think. And Mary has the queen. They're both competing for the throne, and Mary wins and imprisons the Queen of Scots. I'm pretty sure. And the play sort of imagines a reality in which they meet and have a conversation, and like for centuries, intrigue followed like this stuff. But yeah, exactly. Boring AF in high school. Like, who cares about queens? But if you get into the emotional drama, this sort of like the intrigue of like these very powerful people having to survive a harrowing circumstance, like being in prison for 10 years for like weird, crazy reasons, or like having to be vulnerable and like meet your opponent. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of fun stuff happening there. But as a kid, it's hard to tap into because it's like, you gotta learn about history and queen of who now, and oh god, kill me. Yeah, too many steps. Ugh. No, I wish I had cameras in the oven. I think people have complained about that before. Only started to read way later. Okay, that's fair. I feel like school kind of ruined books for me for a long time. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I was a book nerd as a kid. Like, it was how I escaped school. Like, I read a lot of fantasy, a lot of sci-fi. And if you want to, like, especially nowadays, it's hard to read just for fun, but sci-fi almost always keeps me engaged. Dune just came out. Read Dune. What a great book. Oh my god, I think I've read it twice already, and it's fantastic. It's high art. It's really fun stuff. Space opera? It's a space opera. Like, what a fun idea. I feel like it's something that a German could get into. Ugh. My left hand is not feeling good. Check on my kombucha. It's smelling pretty good. It's looking like it's starting to get bubbly. I had to do a big clean of this kombucha. This SCOBY. I read in phases. I have weeks where I read like 300 pages. 300? No, that's crazy, man. For school, I have to read like 100 or 75 pages a week, and it's a grueling mess. It's absolutely awful. It's just really dense, really boring, really like repetitive language to make sure that like you understand the point. Oh man. Well, we got like 20 minutes, so I kind of want to just smoke some weed while we wait. Oh, my hand is really unhappy right now. Ugh. Got like 10 minutes? What do you think? Go hang out in the living room while we wait for food? I think I'm going to eat in here. Alright, come with me, Chad. That pizza's not going to be ready anytime soon. I'm just going to chill for a bit. Yeah, no, the onions are still raw. Okay, which way are we carrying you? I'm going to carry you with me? Yeah, let's carry you this way. I only remember one book. Oh, I gotta get rid of power. Ooh, that's tricky. Alright, no power. It's gonna affect the stream, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can see the rate go down. Get some light going. brighten it up. The place is a bit of a mess. Such is life. I only remember one book I liked reading, Der Fernger im Roggen. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Yeah, thanks. I'm really struggling to stay here. But, here, I'll sit on the floor. My bosses, like, emailed me. Not even my boss, the CEO of the nonprofit I work for, like, straight up emailed me and was like, yo, here's more money because we know we're not paying you equitably. To me is wild. Like, you just get a pay raise, you know, without... I've been, like, agitating for a pay raise for years. They've been like, no, we can't do it because reasons and budgets. Just blowing me off. And then I get a raise from the CEO. So, to afford this place, I normally need a roommate. And with COVID, it's hard to have a roommate. I just, like, don't want one. So I'm living beyond my means. And in the time I've lived beyond my means, like the past 2 years, rents have spiked. And now if I were to move out and get an apartment, like a 1-bedroom instead of a 4-bedroom or a 3-bedroom apartment, it would cost like $100 less a month. Like, it's crazy. So that's the scoop. Here, let's fix this up. Yeah, there we go. That's prettier. Don't need to have the double camera set up, but here we are. I think what I do is... Really? Oh man. Yeah. Rent prices, eh? I heard about Berlin though. It's like a huge rallying cry for socialists to... What was it? Like they reappropriated private property and they're like, no, we need this for low income housing. Like, yeah, let's go. That's what I want to see. If I was looking for a place there now, I would get a 1-bedroom for the same... Yeah, exact. Isn't that wild? Like, you know something's bugging out. I'm going to see if I can fix this chat. It's a bit big for my tastes. My mom was watching and she can't see well, so I made it bigger for her, but now it's too big. Okay, 40. Let's bring it down to like 36. Let's see if that's better. My buddy, Mr. Momo, who was in here earlier, he's making Wagyu beef. I'm really jealous. That was an expensive piece of meat. Probably like a $200 block. Fortunately, this is a show for poor people, which is why we're doing homemade dough, homemade sauce, cheap ass toppings, cheap cheese. And it's going to turn out fantastic. At least we now had a ruling that does not allow house owners to stop renting a place because they don't want to pay the cost. Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy. Wait, were people getting evicted because they're just like, we don't want to maintain the place anymore? And you've got like some sort of guarantee on your rent, so it's not worth it to us to maintain it so that you can live there? Crazy. In Montreal, we have something called a renoviction. Combination of the word renovate and eviction. And it's like a loophole in the law where you can't evict someone for reasons, but some of the exceptions involve like doing major renovations. So landlords have been able to evict people and just like do these major renovations. And I guess it's not a loophole. It's like it's there in the law, but when it becomes widespread or when like corporations take advantage of it, it makes it really hard to rent properties. It shoots the price up. They get people out and then they bump up the price as high as they can go. And yeah, I guess people will pay it. Don't have a choice, eh? What are those inelastic goods I keep hearing about? Just discussing with some landlords too? Yeah, absolutely. Like, there was a story circling about on Twitter that was honestly just mesmerizing in how cruel it was. And it was a story about this worker who like was put on temporary leave during COVID for a restaurant. And she had been paying in, as well as the other employees, like a 1% of her paycheck or some small amount of her paycheck into like a family fund for those who were, hard up, needed funds. And so when COVID hit, they all started applying for it. And the company goes bankrupt and doesn't pay out. Just like, okay, now we're permanently closing. And then a year later, opens up and like emails all the employees and is like, oh, hey, by the way, we've opened up, but none of you are getting your jobs back. Like, don't bother applying. And it was a restaurant owned by like the brother of that dude who owns all those cars that are electric. You know the one. He's got a four letter name. And yeah, it was a pretty appalling story because it's just like extraordinarily wealthy people who own the wealth. Like, some of them got it legitimately, some of them didn't. But what matters is that like society generally agrees that money isn't the only metric by which people are measured. But the more that becomes true, the harder it is to question it. Because the only people who could question it need to have the bloody money in order to be high status enough to question it. So it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I feel like that's where we are at. We're at like this really slippery slope of capitalism, where just like late stage capitalism, as people have called it. Yeah. And it's just an accelerating phenomenon. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, exactly. So you have to start finding more and more radical actions, like in Berlin, where concepts that aren't normally challenged, like private property is always yours to own and no one can take it, those sacrosanct ideas start to get challenged more commonly. And I think that's like where the fight is. Like in Canada, there's a Fairy Creek blockade happening where some Aboriginal chiefs have a legal structure that has some legal entitlement to the land. But other Aboriginal chiefs, if I understand correctly, also have some legal entitlements that they've sold, like years ago, to some old contract to some logging company. And the logging company's coming in, and one of these indigenous people are like arresting your stuff. What are you, like impounding the machinery, and subjecting it to like court review, judicial review, and it's like a value system, like one hitting the other. And it's part of the reason why like some progress only happens through conflict. Biggest issue in cities like Berlin is becoming the capital of Germany. Yeah. I'm hearing some beeping noises. I'm gonna go check on the pizza. Yeah. Okay, good news. The pizza's fine. Bad news. My fire alarm, the battery in it is so weak that it's nearly inaudible. So I gotta fix that ASAP. Or else, how will I make pizza at 500 degrees Fahrenheit? With lots of cheese. Had that this week as well. A dying alarm, like whatever it's called. Fire alarm. Oh wow, yeah, crazy. We had someone in Montreal, this kind young gentleman, walk into my home, like invited, like as part of a city program, to like take a stick and like just test to make sure mine worked. And I thought it was such an interesting like public health measure. Probably very effective. But yeah, it's going off again. So I gotta finish my smokes. Start taking care of things. Pizza's still got a bit of time. It's been in there about 15 minutes now. What is time? Oh boy. Oh, it's only been 10 minutes? Okay, cool. Thanks, Nevada. Yeah, I hope this is good. Need me some good pizza. I think next week I have like a leftover, or 10 minutes ago you moved to the living room. Oh no! So maybe it's been 15? Alright, I'll hurry up. Just don't want to cough too much on stream. It's not very, I don't know what to say. Polite? Copacetic? I don't know. Alright. Let's go take care of pizza. Ooh, off and away. Yeah, sure. Ooh, I can hear the cheese. Open some windows. These are looking pretty close to dying. So, last piece is Parmesan. Nope. Gotta tell the fire alarm there's no fire here. Okay, let's get this close up one more time. Right, like this, right? Cool. I'm enjoying this double camera setup. It's kind of fun. Now I'm gonna wash my hands. Oh, wrong paste. Hey, beautiful notes. How's it going? I hope you're not pasting swears as your first contribution to the chat, but welcome. Pizza's almost done. Hey, happy spooky season. I was just scrolling through channels looking for people who might be interested in being on a Twitch dating show next Saturday at 10 p.m. The theme is Halloween, so costumes are welcome. Ask you about a dating show. Sure, I'm single. I mean, how are you going to get people to date who are, like, not necessarily in the same city? I don't know if I'm asking obvious questions or not, but... Next Saturday at 10 p.m. EST. Okay, so that would kind of follow my cooking stream, to be honest. I would, do a cooking stream and then jump onto that. It's doable. Why don't you DM me the details? Who's putting it on, all that stuff. Yeah, of course. Okay, pizza's gotta come out of the oven. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my god, it's so hot. Ouch. Oh man, can you hear that? Oh, look at that pizza. Okay, let's check to see that they're cooked. Oh man, this is... Oh wow, yeah. Definitely cooked. Almost overdone. So we're gonna get these guys out right away. Oh, actually leave that on. It's one. Thank you, and look for more guys. Yeah, thanks. Have a good one. See you later, beautiful notes. All right. Let's go. The smoke detector wants a slice as well. Yes, it does, Navandin. Oh my god, it won't shut up. Guys, almost a bit overdone. I don't know, man. Well, you know what? This would be the first time I cook a pizza and I don't have to finish it off on the stove. Well, there you go. As promised, two pizzas. Oh, right, yeah, of course. Well, that's someone who had some hustle. That's one way to spend your night. Jumping into different streams. Trying to rally up people interested in the show. It's fun. I don't know if I'm exactly a catch. So now you put them both on top of each other and eat a pizza sandwich? Yes. Preferably in an Italian restaurant. There is this, oh my god, there's this website. God, is it called cuberule.com? I'll find the exact, and I'll put it in the chat. And it is the most mind-blowing, like, I don't know, website I've seen. And it's It plays up that joke like, is a hot dog a sandwich? And presents like this new theoretical way of like organizing food based on just starch content. Anyways, it's really funny. This is super uneven. Like all my toppings went to one side. Okay. Nice sharp cheddar or parmesan. There we go. Oh my god, yes. It smells incredible. So that's a good start. Bit of oregano. Guess I have to take your word for it. Oh, come on, Abandon. You've seen enough streams to know that my stuff's always delicious. All the failures don't even make it onto this stream. I only fail when I'm not on the live stream. Heck, I wouldn't have started a cooking show where I'm live if I wasn't comfortable making mistakes. Or at least comfortable enough to cook food pretty reliably. Oregano and chili flakes. And also, you know what? Oh my god, I got some garlic chili oil. I'm gonna put some of that on. It's gonna give it a nice little gloss. If I had some arugula, that'd be nice. But I don't. Garlic chili oil. I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't use a good enough oil. Yeah, it smells fine. It's just not as nice a color as I hoped. Okay. Okay, that part you've all been waiting for. Well, you can tick having a cooking stream with the smoke detector going off from your bucket list. I mean, thankfully, no one could hear it but me. Oh yeah, baby, look at that piece of pepperoni. Yummy. This is some thick dough. I gotta cut like these extra large pieces. But okay, chat, let's see here. There's your crumb shot. Oh, yeah, look at that. Pizza. Huh? Pizza? That's impressive. That I feel proud about. That's a really nice crumb. Nice and thick. Lots of bubbles. Let's eat. Okay. Maybe let's go like this. Okay. Cool. It's chow time. I feel like I earned this. Especially with my hand all hurt. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. Off to a good start. Thanks, man. Appreciate the company. Cheers. To another successful stream. Fire alarm went off, but it didn't set the house on fire. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that little piece of cheese, the mozzarellissimo, just enough for two. Once you get that nice thick layer. The dough is so nice. It's like crunchy and chewy. Wow. Can't focus on my burnt hand. Pizza's just so good. Wow. Man, who wouldn't want to date me? Better work on my makeup skills before the show. Maybe shave for once. Aw. You know what? Leaving the kitchen might have been the 5-head take. Normally I sit in front of the oven, I just stare at it. I stare at the pizza and I go, please rise. Please rise faster. And I pull it out too early, and I leave, and I get stoned, and I lose track of all time, and I panic, and I rush to the kitchen to take out the pizza. Perfect, every time. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you usually have to check it in more than one way. For me with the pizza, I gotta see like this part right here. At that point. You know, like this pizza doesn't droop because this is cooked right to the edge. Mm. One thing I haven't figured out yet is with black olives. Some of them cook just a bit much and they start to get a little ashen, little charcoal taste. So I don't know what to do about that. But the cheese on the edge just like gets this golden brown. Oh hell yeah. Big crunch. No olives, he says. Fantastic. Sometimes eating pizza like this is like a double-edged sword. You get this incredible experience. Super tasty. Takes a bit of work. It's always worth it. But it sets the bar so high that when you eat like that crap pizza during the week, that just sort of gets you through the day, you're like really aware of how crap it is, like how thin the sauce is, or how little flavor there is, or how cardboard the dough tastes. I would say it costs about $10 to make all this pizza. Maybe about $8. Yeah, about $10. Yeah, easy. $10, $11 for two, for one medium, one large. So that's about half the price what you get at the store, I think. Yeah. But wait, €13 or $13? That's a big difference. Yeah. So about 20 Canadian. That's about right. That's what we pay. Pizza is just as easy. It's very forgiving. I've seen like pictures of roadside pizza delivery, like pizza vending machines. That seems wild. Guess you'd have to have like a freezer. Yeah. I guess you'd have to have like a freezer component. You hold the frozen pizzas. Someone places the order. Oven turns on. Or it's like always preheating or something. Yeah, right? Oh my god. A Twitch streamer I like, Rob CD. He's an Australian who lives in Japan, and he always inspects like the vending machines because there's always crazy stuff like random insects and like powders and all sorts of fancy shenanigans. But you know what? I was full after the first slice. The second slice is like, yeah, I'm definitely full. Really toothy. So much chew. Man. Wow. It's the longest I've ever fermented the dough. I've done like 3 days is pretty rare. I made that dough like Wednesday. Yeah, definitely full. I remember that going to a gas station in Germany. Yeah, it's like really kind of sanitary, and maybe I went to a different spot and thinking of something different. But I remember we were traveling by car, and we came across a spot that was pretty clean, but you had to pay for everything. You had to pay for the washroom, you had to pay for knickknacks, and it's just like a convenience store. And it was alright. Yeah, it's a rest stop. Yeah, a lot more modern. In Canada, our gas stops are like rustic and archaic. Like it's like concrete and just a shop and gas station. Like I don't know, it was a lot more sleek and modern in Germany. But having to pay for the washroom? Nuh-uh. I didn't like that. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, the only people who would be using the washroom are people who can drive there. So, you're using the washroom. And you generally want your customers to come in, even if like one has to use the washroom, you know, that's a couple minutes where someone can buy something. And I think that's generally the logic. It does cost your employees time and energy to like clean it and maintain it, but you know, it's a public service that people rely on so heavily that it just brings a lot of business. But I mean, I guess I'm coming at it from a different angle. I also think it's just like people need to pee on the road. Like what do you want? Where are they gonna go? Wow. See, that's fucked up, man. You're, like when people start commercializing like basic functions, like I'm gonna get a policeman to like charge me with public indecency for pissing on the side of the road. Like what the fuck? Like oh my god. Like where I'm from, you drive an hour and 15 without seeing anybody on the road. You know, you're driving through a forest. Like you gotta go. You pull over to the side of the road. Like it's a really common thing. Wow. I've been waiting to complain about that to a German for like 5 years now. What a stupid thing. Yeah, that whole like neo-feudalism thing. You're just starting to privatize everything. Oh, okay. How did it used to be? Oh, yeah, that system is psychotic. That is. I saw that in Turkey. I can't deal with that level of social anxiety. It's hard enough not to tip sometimes, especially when it's like coming from the like in the West. Like we tip because of the Depression era. It's for like all you're just like actually trying to help a small business survive the Great Depression, so you don't lose that small business and the people around it. And then that idea got incorporated, and now we're subsidizing the wages of employees for like these multi-million dollar companies. It's insane. But it's really weird when you got someone sitting in the washroom with you, listen to you piss and shit. It's fucking funny. What crazy society thought that was a good idea? Why so many? German and Turks, at least? Who else was doing this crazy nonsense? Sounds like rich people shit. So why didn't they just get rid of the lady and just clean it like a normal bathroom? I just don't understand why someone needs to manage it at all. You just get the employees at the gas station to do it. But I guess not. I guess maybe there's like sanitary requirements. Maybe that's part of it. Not the best pizza for toppings. Definitely the best pizza for crumb and cheese. Wow. Wow, yeah. I mean, sure, at least you like know what you're getting. It's worth the 50 cents. 50 cents, it's whatever. I just remember it contrasting quite a bit with what I'm used to, which is, you know, usually a pretty clean bathroom, and I can just go use it. It was never really a big deal. Usually you have to like ask to use the key, so you actually have to have like a face-to-face conversation with someone. But yeah, usually it's pretty chill. Don't always get to choose the ideal, get to pick between two lesser of two evils usually. Explain in American that there are no refills. It's funny. What do you mean there ain't no refills? When I go to my local Subway, they give me as many free refills as I want. I like to get me a swamp water. That's where I mix up all the different sodas till they're the same color as Florida water. And why are you saying when I buy me some chicken nuggets, I can't do that? I don't know enough about Germans to know how they reply in that situation. Probably like, well, sir, there are regulations. Like, there's rules. Yeah, that's normal. Wow. Pizza in a pot on a Saturday night. Yeah, that pizza had so much chew. I cannot even believe it. Your waiter doesn't expect you to tip like 20. Yeah. The tipping system is out of control. In Montreal especially. It's a real like socialist kind of province. People believe in like tipping and stuff. It's also really stupid. I hate tipping so much. Like on one hand, I sympathize with the workers who are getting paid shit wages, and like there's a way I can like pay them directly, and those are tips, then cool. But like dang, there's less and less reason to eat out. Like it's just getting so crazy expensive. Tax and tip, like that's 30%. You go out for a meal for one, it's like a $30. 40 euro, or no, 20 euro. Oh man, food prices are getting out of control. Are food prices going up in Germany too? Canada just had one of its highest inflation, like at 8% this year. Something astronomical. Absolutely crazy. Cool, that's another 2 meals. Ooh-wee. Well, I'm gonna be wired all night. Just drank a pop. Time to play some video games till my eyes bleed. Well, that was a really tasty pizza, I gotta say. 8 out of 10. If you eat at a restaurant, here it is considered a VAT. If you have it delivered, it's oh, interesting. Yeah, so it's like, it's worked into it. Huh. Now, thankfully I had a salad for lunch, so maybe I won't get that. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed the new camera setup. I'm gonna end the stream. I gotta get ready for tomorrow, where I got a big poetry slam at Theatre St. Catharines, the Throw Poetry Collective, and we're featuring Rachel McCrum, who's a lovely Scottish poet, and it's a bilingual event. It's gonna be really zany. We're getting judges to judge the poets using whiteboards and drawings instead of scorecards. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be zany. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm here every Saturday, same time, 6 Eastern, and I'm thinking next week maybe like a chicken stock. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging out in Abandon. You're always a welcome presence, I think is the term we're going with. And yeah, that's it for tonight. So say your goodbyes, have a good week, all that jazz. I'm out until next week.